What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, the hype, and it's the Chrome update episode. We're going to talk about pricing on Chrome. We're going to say, should you buy regular Chrome anymore? Is it just update? We're going to discuss that and more on the show. Also, if you're listening to the audio version, stay tuned. If you're listening on the podcast, we're going to have Raul Bustamante from Stock and Trade here at the end. We did an awesome interview with him at the National. Love his content. He does a lot of satire content, which I love. So look forward to that interview at the end of the show. Also, it's a new week. We got pristine baseball, and Cody did an awesome Outcast song on our Instagram. You got to see it and show him some love there. But Pristine 10, use code Pristine 10 for 10% off breaks this week at Mojobreak.com. So get your pristine teams. We may have a little bit more Chrome update. We got some more coming in and lots of stuff, all sports. Breaking at Mojobreak.com, where everything is scheduled and everything is guaranteed to break that day. So head on over there, use that code early and often, and get some discounts on your guys' teams. Chrome update. I know everybody's talking about it, but what do you guys think after almost a week in now, and it still seems like there's more bounties coming out, and the big Cooper Flagg debut patch has yet to been hit. It's still out there. What do you guys think?
Well, first off, I want to go address something even more important. Your shirt is absolute fire.
That's a good shirt.
That is the pride of Fremont, California, right there.
Yep,
that is the greatest heavy metal band ever to do it.
Thank you.
So,
well, I like your rugby shirt too. So,
well, yeah,
we're just giving compliments. Cody, you got a good one too. San Francisco.
Thanks. Yeah, this isn't a new one. This one that I've rocked a while, but yeah, it's my little San Francisco. The Seals. Yeah.
I thought it looked like a teddy bear.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, that was the whole. So this was part of when they did the Black History Night, because this was the Negro League team there, and they just got the San Francisco Cubs jerseys, but they were the Seals. So they just said, well, throw a little extra piece of fabric on it at the time, and it kind of looked like a seal. So, but now, of course, then they recreated those jerseys that looked great a few years ago. So
I like it, and and that does it for the show. So
you know what, this is good. If I don't have a psychologist, but if I did, they'd probably say you should compliment people more, and that's what we just did, guys. We just shared the love about our fits today.
There's like a Jim Carrey movie that was basically like that. Wasn't it Yes Man? Was that the one? It's kind of the same idea of like you spread the love and positivity, say yes to everything.
Yeah, it was. It was a good movie.
It was like opposite Liar Liar, felt like.
It was.
Yeah. It was basically the same concept.
The same
Liar,
concept,
Liar.
but
yeah.
reversed.
Right.
Chrome update. Chrome update. Chrome update.
Yeah, I mean, now I see it's just the battle of who's going to sell this thing, who's going to buy this thing. I think Golden came out and said, hey, all these bounties are cute, but, potentially selling on Golden can get you even more. He's all, because I would hate you to take the $2 million bounty or whatever it was at the time, and then that person goes to Golden and sells it for $5 million. Wouldn't that suck? Or I can just, we can promise you $1.5 million up front for your card, cash advance, I believe, if I'm quoting this correctly. And then you'll get all the, whatever the proceeds of the sale, which he's like, I think we can get to $4 to $5 million. So he's stating his case. Of course, you have, I think you have C Blaz that offered $1.5 million.
I think he went up to. He went up to 2.
He went up to 2, and then an OnlyFans model is trying to get it for $4 million now.
I never thought I would say this. I actually think these bounties are undervaluing the card. It's getting so much buzz that I'm like, I think this is an easily a $5 million card, and I think all these bounties are coming in way lower.
I was kind of thinking, and I was alluding to it a little bit. We briefly talked about it on Friday on Hype on Collect on Fanatics Live every Friday at noon. But I felt the same way, because like if that Ohtani dual gold logo man sold for $11 million, and it's not a rookie patch, it's not even his first dual gold logo man. It's not the first, or whatever.
But it's the
first one signed by him.
It's the first one signed by him again, and even that to me is a little bit of a gimmick.
Signed by his regular auto and then signed in kanji.
To me, there is a little bit of a, I don't know. Clearly, the market speaks for itself. But if that card sells for that,
I do gotta say, with the Cooper Flagg, it's a risky investment because you don't.
Right.
Still very young in his career. Ohtani, he's already established. right? Like he is.
There's that too.
Ohtani retires tomorrow. I'm pretty sure he's a Hall of Famer.
But I mean, it goes back to the point, like the debut patch is a new concept, right? And we haven't had, besides Paul Skeens, we haven't had a marquee athlete. Now, we've had, your Jordan Walkers, your James Wood. We do have Jackson Dart that hasn't been hit yet. That's still out there as far as I know. So Cooper Flagg would be like the biggest one since Skeens, in my opinion, him and Dart, right? So it's uncharted territory if like in 10 years this is going to be the card. Or would you rather have his Superfractor auto? It's hard to say. So that's why I think we're a little bit low on it in terms of like what it would be if it was like Ohtani's debut patch. Hard to say. I'm going to be watching with popcorn and seeing what this thing, when it does get pulled, what it does go for, because I'm sure it'll be a record breaker. Always is.
Just throw out a bounty.
And
join the party.
Yeah, let's join the party.
Let's all
do it.
Let's all get together. Let's throw money in a little pile.
Pool our money.
Pull our money together.
Sure. Yeah.
And we should throw out a bounty. It'd be $17.
Great.
How much money I got on me right now?
I was like, part ownership stake in Mojobreak.
Cool.
We're not that far off.
I mean, I don't know what the percentage would be, but
sure.
We were talking about, I thought the Dallas Mavericks offer was actually pretty intriguing. We were talking about this on Fanatics. Once again, check us out every Friday live. We go over clips on Hype on Collect. It's on the Fanatics Collect platform live every Friday at noon. But I thought the Dallas Mavericks offered 32 years of 2 premium lower level tickets.
I tried. I was trying to do the math, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, let's say those are $500 a ticket. You get 2 of them, so $1,000. 41 games,
32 seasons.
So
give or take some potential playoffs.
I did the math, and then I was like, the bounties at that point, I think it was $1.5, $2 million. I'm like, the $2 million bounty is worth more than.
But you never know. And I mean, you might be like, year 25, the minimum ticket might be like $1,000 then, right? You can't count for that inflation.
I know, but
tickets.
you better live in Dallas, right?
That's the thing. You'd have to be able to sell them, right? I don't know if that's like this is like the Dallas Mavericks are like, hey, you can't sell these or not. I don't know. They don't have to find.
Even if you were, that is coming from somebody who has sold tickets. That's a lot of work. So that's the thing. You got 41 games you got to basically sell. You have inventory you got to sell for 32 years. I don't know, man. I think I'd take the $2 million bounty.
Or now it's $4 million.
I take the $4 million bounty. Well, now on Friday it was $2 million.
Right.
Today $4 million.
It's only going to go up.
The Mavericks need to step up their game a little bit here.
Here's the other thing.
Courtside tickets?
Yeah.
Well, you already get to go. Like they're already having you travel to a Celtics game on the road. You get a game use inscribed
owner suite,
possibly. You get a game use inscribed Cooper Flagg jersey from his rookie season. You get to what do you get to play basketball on one of the courts?
Yeah, you get to do
There's
a
lot
practice.
Of experiences.
You get to do that. You get to do the road trip where they're going to go to Boston and stuff like that. You
get to be on the team plane.
I don't think you get to go on the team plane. No,
these are all. I'm giving the Mavericks opportunity.
What was that commercial?
To juice up the offer a little bit here.
Right. What was that commercial on Visa? Priceless, right? The opportunity to have Cooper Flagg's game used rookie jersey. Priceless. 32 seasons of Dallas Mavericks games. Priceless. You got to figure they're going to make the playoffs, maybe a final within that time too, right? So you get those tickets, right?
$4 million is quite the opposite of priceless.
Yeah, but then you get taxed. How much you get to see of that? And
you might get taxed on selling the tickets.
And quite honestly, I know I'm going to get flamed, and I very rarely have opinions like this, but I would not be able to sell it to her. I would not be able to sell it to an OF model. I don't care. I'd probably take Jared's $3.5 million. Or actually, probably better yet, I'd probably give it to Golden and just let it play out.
That's the thing.
You give Jared a discount?
No, that's what he offered.
No, 3.5.
Yeah.
So
you're taking $500,000 off.
You're taking $500,000 off.
I just as people are gonna be like, whoa, you in your high horse here, Doug, blah blah blah, and I know that's gonna come, but I'm a dad with daughters. I've been in this hobby since 2010 from a business standpoint. I don't want to sexualize this hobby. I'm sorry. I just don't. Now, if she did not link any of her other accounts up and she's just like, hey, I'm a card collector on the side, and this is what I do. I love the hobby, and I love Cooper Flagg, which maybe she does, but there's always that link to her 7.1 million follower account on Instagram that does take you to that subscribe option to give her money to see photos of her. So I just have a problem with that, and I struggled wanting to talk about this because who am I to decide who wants to get in this hobby? But it's just the portrayal of like, okay, is she in this because a lot of people in this industry have money that could possibly join her account now and give her some of that money for a subscription? Is that the MO? It's hard not to think that way when you see it from the outside.
Yeah, I love to play devil's advocate and give you a counter argument here, but I don't have one.
Well, the counter argument.
No, I know I could make.
It's not a kid's not going to buy a $4 million card.
I could make a counter argument for it, but I do agree with you with I don't love the idea of sexualizing the hobby. No. And it may be she may have got into it organically. It's hard for me. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's an organic.
It feels very opportunistic.
It
feels very, very opportunistic.
That's a good way to put it.
And again, whatever she wants to do, whatever.
Yeah, and
that's your prerogative. But her getting into this and having this and now being a point of discussion where now we're talking about it again, like it feels very much.
I wasn't here on Friday. You guys talked about it on
little
Friday.
Bit,
we did,
but it feels very much like this all coming together. And look, and maybe it's just a smart move by her to just be like, whatever. Maybe managers or whatever saying like, "Hey, this is a huge moment.
This is a space with a demographic that I think
that you will give you a very captive audience that maybe they don't know you before, and this is a way to get your foot in the door."
Couldn't have said it better myself.
There you go.
Right, and I think she's doing fine for herself. If she has 7.1 million followers on Instagram, I'm sure she has a lot of paying subscribers as well. I'm sure she's doing fine. I think, but maybe she's pushing the envelope to get more. I don't know. It's just all these questions that if that wasn't around, this cloud wasn't around this, then I wouldn't think that way. But it's just, and I don't want to be the cliche and be like, it's a kid's hobby, but it is though. It is. I have to say that it is because we just got back from Fanatics Fest and we just got back from the National, and there was the most amount of kids that I have ever seen at any of these events in my life. Yeah. And they know about the Cooper Flagg card. They know about it. They want it. They want to go and get the blasters and the megas and find this card, which, by the way, I think is in one of those. I think it's in a mega or a blaster. I do believe that. That's my prediction. But that's another side conversation we can have. But then now they're stumbling upon this stuff, and maybe their accounts are not being able to see it or whatever. But it's this question of now, like, we've went from collecting. We've went from a lot of money, and now we have this. Like, we are, where are we going with all of this? Is there going to be more into this?
It's low hanging fruit. We could do better as an industry, I think. But it is kind of the obvious approach at this point. How do you get an industry bigger? How do you get more eyeballs on it? You sexualize it. Like,
something happened in the shop.
We got something. Somebody look at this. You want to talk about a captive audience? Something big just happened in the shop. We don't know. We're all looking now.
Somebody's singing happy birthday.
We're clapping. It's
is it Dave?
It's Dave's birthday.
It's Dave's birthday.
Happy birthday to Dave.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Shout out Dave.
Shout out Dave.
Who doesn't have an OnlyFans account, by the way?
No, as far as we know.
I don't know.
Shout out to Dave.
If he does, he does a good job of not, exposing it.
Sure.
So
that's fun. That's fun.
But yeah, like I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to be that guy. But it's just the more and more I think about it, and the video I seen today that has another prominent breaker in her video, and it's just like, why are we doing this? Why are we playing into this? And then you could only imagine the comments on the posts, right? Like, oh, I'd rather, I'll take 2 million in a day and a night with you. It's like, it's just like, what? Come on. It's like, it's two different worlds. They don't need to collide. There's a lot of things that collide in this space. with musicians and actors and things like that kind of cross over, especially as this thing gets bigger. But let's just leave those apart. I mean,
Fair.
That is what it is.
There hasn't been a lot of going back to the debut patches. I'm looking now at thank you to the good folks at whoever runs the
15 pulled or something like that.
Yeah, whoever runs the debut patch tracker, which now there's one for each debut patch. God bless you, because it really does help us. Yeah, there's been about 15 and not really anything
large
notable yet. I'm like looking through it, and honestly, I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head which is like the most notable so far. They're all just like, they're all guys who probably have very little, if any, time in the NBA. But this is the other thing. I without looking at the check, I should double check the checklist. I'd imagine the checklist for the debut patch substantially smaller than, say, the NFLs or the MLB.
I want to say it's like 90 something.
Yeah. Which MLB was what? About that hovers around 150 to 180.
Yeah, I want to say like 95, 97 debut
and
patches.
None of them are live. They're all redemptions.
Right. They're all redemption. Yeah. So this is what the point I'm trying to make too, is that what if this just doesn't get pulled? Now again, you can have your theories of course the big one's going to get pulled, but Yoshinobu Yamamoto's has not been pulled. And it's been how many years now?
Jackson Dart now for top.
Jackson Dart still hasn't been pulled.
Dart not been pulled?
It hasn't been pulled yet. Still no. Yeah. So there's some of these that we're going to have more of an influx of these legendary, infamous cards that, you guys mentioned the Evan Longoria Superfractor all the time. I think we're going to have more of those over the next 5 years where there's going to be like, man, the Jackson Dart's still not pulled. The Yoshinobu Yamamoto's still not pulled, or whatever it is. The Cooper Flagg still hasn't been pulled. It's just going to keep getting crazier and crazier, the amount of like these life-changing, multi-million-dollar cards that maybe never surface or do, and maybe we just never hear about it.
Yeah, but I just have a feeling that it's going to be in a mega or a blaster.
I like that call
because it's accessible to everybody at that point. We've seen Delight and Hobby Boxes go up to an insane amount of money, not necessarily reachable for the average unless you're getting into breaks. So we'll see. I mean, and those things are kind of going up. I think I've heard that megas are now like 170, 180 after being like 100 on release day. So I don't know. I have a feeling that this is how it's going to happen this time. And I think somebody broke down the math, and I don't know if it's correct or not, but I think there's like 16 to 20 of these in retail SKUs based on the odds.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So something to think about. Right. Now, another question for you guys, and you can go to that slide there, Cody.
We had an alter ego pulled in the shop
in a blaster,
out of a
blaster.
So you can go to
$45.
$45. What
a come up! What a come up!
And that's what makes lifelong collectors. Is stuff like that. Can we go to this Cooper Flagg? This two sales here.
So I apologize for the date is wrong on the second one, but it is a very recent sale. But this really struck me. So these are two raw Cooper Flagg greens. One is the update version, and one is the one that we've seen for the last few months, the flagship version. The first one sold February 9th, about 10.7K. The other one sold in the last couple of days, 9.4K. That's not that big of a difference for the second Cooper Flagg rookie card.
Better photo in the update.
I think so too. I think the update version is kind of cool.
I think it's a better photo in the update version. Does that become the one that people think?
Well, this is the problem that I have, and I think collectors are going to have going forward, is if Cooper Flagg continues to be who he is and continues to dominate at basketball, is if you looked at baseball update, those guys were stickers if they put them in there, or they were inserts. These are both on-card autos, so which one do you want? And then if that's the case, if people go with the update, then why even make Chrome regular then?
Right.
Because it doesn't have debut patches in there. It doesn't have, some of these SPs that they've put in update Chrome. Yeah. This is uncharted territory for anything that they've done with baseball. Now, football, they didn't make an update this year. They just did a regular. But are they going to do this next year with 26 Chrome football? Are we going to do... I'm sure they're going to look at the numbers and be like, this makes sense. So you're going to get the first Fernando Mendoza Chromes, but his debut patch isn't going to be until update. But now you have two different SKUs of autos, right? So it's like same numbering, maybe even more numbering. So it's like, How does this affect the future of Chrome autos by them now making two different products?
Well, we saw it with Ohtani, because Ohtani had rookie autos in Bowman, and he had rookie autos in Bowman Chrome, and then he had rookie autos in Topps Chrome.
Well, at least with him, it was hitting and pitching, right? So they were able to differentiate that.
Is it that too? Where
shooting and dunking?
Well, is it that too, where it's making is this simply just we're making an exception because this is a really exceptional rookie?
Oh, I think this is the norm going forward.
I think it is.
This is just the norm.
I mean,
they're seeing how much they can do, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just, is the population of sales going to support all of this, right? Because you just showed 2 green, so that means there's double the amount of green rookie Chrome autos now, when they've already, if you fast forward from 2010, there's only like 5 colors in Bowman, right? There's only like the green, or I'm sorry, not even the green. There was just the refractor, the blue, the red, and the super. Now we have like 50 numbered cards throughout all of them, and then you're going to make another set with the same amount of numbered cards and inserts and everything like that. It's different when it's like Bowman's best or finest, and it's a different, there's more autos there. But these are the exact same design. I mean, if you bring that picture back up, it's literally how do you tell the difference? 10 years from now, a kid who's like 6 years old right now, he's 16, 17, he's going to buy Cooper Flagg in 10 years. Which one does he buy?
Yeah. I have an impromptu question for you guys as well regarding basketball and prospecting and investments. You have $20,000 and you're investing in a player. You can invest in Cooper Flagg or Victor Wembanyama. Who are you investing in?
That's a good one.
Wemby.
I know. These are the type of questions I have.
I don't even hesitate. It's Wemby.
It's Wemby. It's Wemby.
Wemby, who I'm going with.
It's Wemby.
Yeah. I think that Flagg has the potential to sell for more, but I think it's a longer path of success.
But there's also a little wrinkle in that, because Cooper Flagg, you're going to have licensed autos. And Wemby, you're not going to have licensed rookie autos.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
true.
I go back and forth. I was actually sitting there thinking about that, and I'm like, I think I go Wemby. But you look at the prices, and a lot of people are going Cooper Flagg.
I think if Wemby had officially licensed rookie autos, I don't even think there's really a debate. But I think the fact you're right that doesn't exist does make me question it a little bit.
But you could take that investment and go to something that's licensed, that's not autographed.
Exactly.
You can go at Panini or Prism.
There's
or
still
Optic
options
or
out there that are
Kabooms,
huge, and especially with Prism, where it's not a product that needs autos.
I just think, like,
valuable.
what does your gut basically tell you? We go 10 years down the road, and we're having this conversation. Like, is it even a conversation? Do we look at these two careers and go like, I can't believe we were having a conversation 10 years ago where we were comparing these two players?
Well, I think right now, because they just, fresh off the finals and the Spurs roster is stacked, and I think Wemby's poised for a return to the finals next year personally. The Mavericks are probably barely going to make the playoffs, right? So they're a few years away. So it's like you're not going to get the wins out of Flagg. You've got this new rookie class coming in. People are going to kind of, fade away from Flagg after this rookie class. They're going to go with AJ and, some of these guys that are coming out.
That's proving my point
year.
that, like, that spending $10,000 on an auto that's numbered to 99 sounds insane.
It's a lot more risky.
When you basically put it in that perspective, I'm like, it's crazy to spend that type of money.
Yeah. Versus we hitting low numbered veteran Wemby autos out of this.
I mean, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do with their money. I'm not trying to deter people to go out and buy more Chrome Update, but I'm just saying.
Well, hey, look, in case in point, here, I'll show you some of the other notable sales right now. The biggest alter ego so far is Victor Wembanyama, $20K right there for the Victor Wembanyama alter ego. It's a really cool card.
That is a very, very... Actually, I mean, I get it. I get why everybody is chasing those. They
look great.
They're great cards.
I think they did a really good job with those, with the... I love the ultraviolets, but those alter egos, I liked them when they did it for baseball. I think they've totally gone to another level with basketball. They look really, really good.
Yeah, they've definitely, we mentioned on the Hype on Collect last week that, it reminds me of the old sports images, like when they had Roger Clemens as the Rocket, and they had, Nolan Ryan, Ryan Express, and he's on the train, and, it kind of like is a modern day version of that, and I don't know if that's where they grew their inspiration. I will pee in somebody's Wheaties and say that I hate the Minion cards.
It's a lot of people don't like
I can't get down with them.
In our meeting today, we had a little meeting like we do every Monday, and I'm sitting there looking through a lot of these cards and a lot of these posts, and I was about ready to ask you guys in the middle of our meeting. I'm like, how are we feeling about these Minion cards? Like, look,
I don't mind them.
I get it, but I'm like, in 10 years, are we going to look at that and go, man, that's super awesome? Or are we going to go like, that was just kind of a gimmicky thing that was going on at that
Sign
time.
of the times.
Gimmicky. But what's crazy is it's like they have the Disney license. I don't know how we cross over into the Minion sphere here as well, because that's two different
Universal,
companies.
right?
Is Disney not Minions?
Disney is not Minions.
Is it like not Pixar?
Universal.
No, it's Universal.
Illumination is the animation studio, which is under the Universal.
You could have straight told me that was a Disney property, and I would have never even second guessed it.
Now maybe that's why you don't see the. I don't think you could have them both in the same product. Like we couldn't have the Mickey Warriors card, like we would have Mickey Giants and Dodgers in the baseball, right? So. I don't know. I mean, the last Minions was okay. There was not a lot of I
was pleasantly surprised by the last.
It was okay.
I was laughing. I was laughing a lot.
It was funny.
Can you guys help me out with the lineage of the Minions? Like where did they
Despicable
come from?
Me?
Where did they? So do you
Despicable
mean like what
Me,
movies
right?
do they come from, or like where are they from? Like what planet are they from?
No, like
Okay.
they
Because that I don't know.
they had to make an appearance somewhere.
Despicable Me is where they started,
And that's
then
not-
became
and
the
that's not
breakout.
Disney?
That's not Disney.
That's Universal.
That's Universal.
Yep.
And they became the breakout stars.
Elimination.
Did I just see something? Did they have a crossover with like Monsters Inc?
No,
So-
the movie was called Minions and Monsters.
Minions and
but no
Monsters.
Monsters Inc. crossover.
No. The Minions and Monsters. That's the latest movie, which I will say, and to your point,
Monsters. That's
Right.
Monsters Inc.
no,
right?
there's Monsters Inc., which is a separate
Is
thing.
that Pixar?
Now that's Disney and Pixar. Yes.
So how did they cross over and put the Minions?
No, they did.
No, it's not
These are-
Monsters Inc. They're just monsters, like
Right.
the word.
They're
Like,
just general monsters.
yes.
Right. In the movie,
I think he's more confused than when he started asking that question. now.
in the movie because the
I
Minions,
don't understand.
The Minions are have been established as immortal beings.
And now they have their own spin-off.
Right.
And now they have their own movies.
Frankly, like the Minions movies more than the Despicable Me movies. Maybe hot take. I don't know.
I miss Steve Carell though. Like he really wasn't in this one.
I kind of like it when it's like just let the Minions do their thing, be Minions. And I was not hot on Minions, and then I watched this new one, and I went, I
They're
think I
aliens.
take it all back.
They're aliens, right?
Not really established, but they've been here basically since prehistoric times.
Are they small? Are they big?
They're small.
They're small.
Small
They're
little
tiny,
guys.
right?
They're little guys. Yeah. So,
Like the size of a cat.
and they don't really.
Wait, how like in
like a small, the size of a child.
okay.
Yeah, the size of a child. The varying child.
and they
sizes.
don't really speak English. It's like a Spanish mix.
Minionese.
And so when you watch the this latest one, there's not a lot of dialogue happening that you understand what's going on. So not that that's a bad thing, because if you're a purist, you love that and it's funny and it's
But
it's,
how do
it's
you
on
follow
time.
along with the movie?
Well, I mean, there's a story that goes along
Actually,
with
it sounds honestly. I know you guys are fans. It sounds terrible.
This was the fun part of the new movie is that it all kind of took place in like it set them in like the silent film era, which is like, oh, perfect. They don't need to talk. Like it's to tell the story, and then the moment they switch to like talking movies, it's like, oh wait, this is what they sound like. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, because I mean I've heard like from commercials and stuff. I've heard Minions talk. Like it's just kind of gibberish.
Yeah.
Yes.
But to your point about in 10 years, how are we going to view these? Because the latest movie did not do nearly as well as the other ones. And these movies have been kind of like automatic. Oh, these are box office gold. It's going to make $800 million, $1 billion, and we can just cash the check now. This one it did okay, but it did not do nearly as well. So maybe we might finally be at the end of this Minions era, and in 10 years from now, we're going to go, oh, that is such a relic of the 2010s. Like that
It's gonna be like Alf. It's like, Alf was really popular.
or the opposite, in 10, 20 years, we have the kids that were raised on Minions who become collectors, and they go, God, I love all the Minions. I love the Despicable Me movies.
They're so hard to hit, right?
They're really
They're
hard.
not.
I don't think we've hit one.
I mean,
in 100 cases.
$14K in a recent sale for the Steph Curry Night, which is the big one that everybody likes, the Night Minion. And I know the baseball ones have been going for somewhere between 2 to 5.
The cards you can go out and buy of Steph Curry for $14,000.
Yeah.
Like
Literally the two biggest. The
tough
other
for me to look at that and go, I can go get a nice Steph Curry autograph, a very nice Steph Curry autograph, or you can get something that if you're not you don't even, there's no connection to Steph Curry.
No, I mean maybe his kids like the movies. That's about it.
I wonder if each player had to sign up because I think there's only 5, right? There's Jokic,
Shea.
There's Shea.
Steph.
LeBron.
I don't think LeBron has one.
No.
I'll have to double check this. But yeah, there's not that many.
But I'm sure they had to get signed off on it.
Yes.
Right? Each player. So that's maybe.
Would you like to be a minion? It's funny, Nikola Jokic would. Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't he's like up at the sky, right?
Yeah, his is pretty funny.
His is pretty cool.
Yeah. And I gotta say too, I don't think I knew the surprise edition, and the one that's really taking off is the Moments in Time SPs, which kind of filled the void of the timeless moments from Panini. What is it? Panini 3. What is it? Panini 3 basketball or 1-in-1 basketball? I can't remember.
That actually is what it looks like is a copy of the LeBron Kobe tribute.
Yes, it kind of does.
It kind of gives you that vibes.
Which is why, of course, that one sold for $25,000, the number to 10 version of that.
In the Cavs.
Yeah, with the Cavs. Yeah, but definitely filling that void of. I know those timeless moments cards are some of the best looking, really fun cards.
That's also a very cool looking photo.
It's a good looking card.
Good looking card.
Yeah,
I mean, from a standpoint of like, I opened a couple boxes. We sold out so fast, I didn't even get to get any myself. But boohoo for me. But the quality of the cards were really good. I mean, as far as like the photo choices for players, the photo variations, like these ones you just showed with LeBron. I mean, the cards look absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I'm just curious, long term, as a hobbyist that's been here forever, and some of you guys may be able to speak to this through our socials, is how does Chrome update and Chrome, how do you decide if you're not about the debut patches, and you just want the auto, which one are you collecting? I mean, to me, it's still the first Chrome, but do we need to have a first Chrome designation on these things to decide that this is the one that you want? Because, you hearken back to that.
I think you can make 5 Chromes. And people still buy it.
Yeah. In a weird way, is it gonna get like I don't know what's gonna happen next year. It's a huge rookie class. It's a very hyped rookie class. But like, if out the gate the box prices are a little less, I would imagine. I don't know if they're a little less than what Chrome Update stuff's going for. In a way, I'd be like, well, I'll get the first one because I'm like actually going to save some money by getting this, and I'm getting the first auto.
I mean,
it kind of feels like
not
the smart
see a
buy.
future where there is Chrome, and then there's Series 2 Chrome,
right?
And then there's Update Chrome.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're just going to go with the baseball.
If I'm trying to capitalize on the market, and I know that everybody loves Chrome cards, I'm probably going to try to do my best to make as much Chrome cards as possible, and having 3 releases of Chrome makes sense.
Chrome Black.
You have it in baseball with Series 1, Series 2, and
that's Flagship. Right. So but I'm curious to see if they do that with Flagship football, because we are getting Flagship football soon, right? Yep. Are they going to do Series 2 and then update with that? I mean,
back in the day, I believe they did.
Yeah. I think they just did one.
I think they did a Series 2 football. Maybe not an update.
They may have done 2 series. I can't remember that far back, but yeah,
it's been a while. Update can be all Pro Bowl focused.
Great, awesome.
Hey, if I'm not
relics.
mistaken,
Pro Bowl Games Edition.
They do it in Update. There's a lot of MLB All-Star Game stuff.
Well, MLB All-Star Game. It's a little bit more notoriety than the Pro Bowl games.
Splitting hairs here, Cody.
Now.
Oh man, how exciting is football? It's right around the corner.
It's right here.
I mean, it's going to be.
You're excited.
It's going to be hard. You guys couldn't get. you guys couldn't get the job done and head to Levi for the Super Bowl, but we're going to Levi South to win the Super Bowl this year, the Niners. So, it's going to suck to have that happen in your home stadium. So I'm glad I avoided it last year, but for sure, we got the band back together. I mean, we've
Who's
got like
the band?
oh, we got Drake Greenlaw back. I mean,
Drake
we've
Greenlaw's
got,
back.
You know, we got Debo Samuel back,
Debo's back.
looking great out
Debo
there.
I
is
know. I
back.
wouldn't go straight to looking great, but you know,
And we have the deepest wide receiver core in the entire league.
That
I
is
mean,
not
like,
true.
Our fourth
That is-
receiver is Christian Kirk. I mean, it's like
that's not true.
I mean, who's got a better receiver core?
There's probably about 17 teams that have a better receiver room.
I don't know. I mean, Stribling looks like he's the fastest man out there.
No, he
Think you have
isn't.
first rounder, Stribling.
Look, at this point, I just need like San Francisco Giants baseball has been a tough watch the last few months.
Yeah.
Need something. Need to cling my hope. Need to cling on to something. We got Niner football.
And then we got the Sharks
hockey.
right around the corner.
It's all
man.
coming back up, and the Warriors are there too.
I will say most Niner fans will be full into Sharks mode come October.
Nah. I think we're
We'll be,
Come October,
we can do both
13 and 4
No,
this
no,
year.
there-
I can chew gum and walk at the same
there
time.
will be no point to do both things because one thing is going to be terrible and going to be hard to
It'll be
watch.
just fine.
13 and
Just
4. I mean,
fine.
we can't possibly get hit with the injury bug again. I mean, we went all the way. We had like half
Unless
our
you move
roster
the
out.
substation, and it doesn't matter.
Substation.
Substation is substation.
It's a cute response. It's
They're going to
been there
move.
since the 80s.
They're going to move the practice facility. They're going to just one day. They're just going to get up and be like, "We got to move it."
We're going to Spartan Stadium.
Invest in Brock Purdy right now because he's going to be your number one quarterback this year. So I mean, it's
You heard it here.
a good time to be a Niner fan. It really is. The season's about to start. I mean, the store's already open again. I went and bought some gear. Got the new hat.
Nice.
80 on it. You know, so 80 years. How long has your franchise been around?
I don't a lot.
Since 20
Probably about actually.
2016.
I think pretty close
I
to the
actually
same
think,
amount of
I
time.
think I think maybe a little bit longer than the Niners.
Since 2016.
Is that right?
When you moved to LA?
I believe the Rams franchise has been around. If you include, because they started in Chicago.
But you're
Oh gosh, you're right. This is the 90th anniversary of the Rams.
yeah, but it's not the same
And I
franchise.
remember
They've
every
moved
single
too much.
one of
They
them.
moved too much.
right.
They reset.
They have moved a lot.
If you
They
move
moved-
within 50 to 60 miles of a location, then it doesn't count anymore.
Oh,
Also-
okay, that's convenient.
Very confused. So wait a minute. Niners are celebrating their 80th anniversary. Okay. Team was founded in 1946 as a charter member of the All-American football team, but it also says they were founded on June 4th, 1944. I'm confused.
They don't know.
I don't know.
No
Whatever.
idea.
They were probably founded then, but they probably started.
Rams started in
whatever.
Chicago.
Yes.
Should have stayed there.
Rams started in Cleveland.
Cleveland.
The Cleveland
even better.
Rams.
Cleveland.
Even better. Should have stayed there.
Yeah. Cleveland, L.A. No, whatever. They've jumped all over the place. They've been all over the country.
Well,
LA.
you don't
I
have-
don't know
you don't
why.
have the
I don't know why I
faithful.
thought Chicago, but I knew it was
Chicago was the Cardinals.
Yeah. Okay. Cleveland.
That's a franchise.
Cleveland,
I can
LA,
say.
St. Louis, LA.
St. Louis, LA really have not moved around that much.
Briefly suspended operations in 1943, and then they were back.
Okay, yeah, that small detail. I don't even know. Who knows? Who
Should have
knows
stayed.
why?
Should have stayed in Cleveland.
It was the war. It was everything.
That was a good spot for him. Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah, or St. Louis too.
The last time a football team has won in Cleveland might have been the Rams.
That's true. It is very true. We can agree on that. But yeah, football season's right around the corner. We got some more football breaks happening. I think Resurgence, we're still popping that off. And then looking forward to the 2026 chase with Mendoza. But let's go around the hobby. And keep in mind, we're getting ready to have this interview with Raul Bustamante from Stock and Trade. Awesome interview that Cody did at the National. So stay tuned for that. Also, standalone video on our YouTube channel if you want to just go right to it. But looks like, surprise, surprise, Beckett is pausing grading as well. Wow. Did anybody see that one coming?
Yeah. So this one at least has a date on it. September 15th is when they have announced that they'll be back. But it is same move as PSA. Low cost grading service specifically has been paused till September 15th. So here we are in the same boat. Now, does that hold up where they say, because I know in the past there's been PSAs.
It tells me that they've had like an increase in backlog, or
Well, I would imagine that anybody who is like, well, I still want to get it graded. Beckett's still there. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go with the low cost grading service of Beckett.
you just figure that like I know everybody wants PSA, but there's like an opportunity for a grading company to kind of take over some market share right now.
Yeah.
And we don't see it. It's not happening.
I mean, I remember.
Well, because PSA has shown that you can never scale. Like they can't, like they make so much money they're making too much money. They're like, we got to stop it. Like, we're making too much money right now. Like in layman's, and they're in our store. I love PSA.
Like they're great partners. They're great partners.
They're great partners. We get, I love PSA and shout out to them. But like they made so much money that they're like, we can't handle all this money that we're making. In layman's, right? We're making so much money right now that we have to stop making money. We have to make a little bit less so that we can actually, get out people's cards.
I don't know if that's actually what they're saying. Well, but I get what you're saying, but I don't know if like they're sitting there going, we're just making too much money, guys.
Well, I mean, what they have done is they've actually said, we're going to make less money to put the customer first, right? But I'm just saying, in a funny way, it's like they've made so much money.
They're like, we're gonna put revenue on the back burner, to focus. I think that's probably the way they would want to phrase it.
Right. But we got to say this for entertainment value. But I mean, it's just wild to think about that a grading company like and the top in the world, and granted there's second to none, is at the point where they have to like take in less things that make them money. It's crazy to think about that we're in this middle of this and they're still playing catch up. But they've told us that they don't want to just bring graders in off the street. And I think with a model of like somebody else may have just been like, hire anybody, hire this guy, or go AI grading or something. The only true way to really pump them out is to get if you could get a machine in stores. I walk in and I put my card in a machine and it grades them, but then that kind of sacrifices whole.
Could you imagine?
I'm sure we're not far from something like that. Can you
imagine a kiosk where you go and bring your raw card and it basically grades it for you with AI technology?
Somebody's already probably in development.
I want to say I heard about this.
And then it just pops out a slab.
That's,
you could probably do it in like 10 seconds.
You've heard it here. I just came up with a $1 billion idea.
That's the game changer. If it does happen, if they can make it happen.
You know what? And I would, if it's PSA, that's great, because then we could just have one of those in the shop.
I feel like though
you still have to have the human element.
Yeah,
do we?
And I don't want to be the one. Like,
do we? I know Cody. I know Cody's going to be against this.
Well, yes,
because Cody.
I fear technology.
Cody is about the human touch.
That's right.
The human experience.
That's right. Face-to-face e-commerce.
Okay. Well, yeah. Your own way. Well, you're right. Okay. Look, I get it. I'm pro.
Right.
But if I can walk in and submit a raw card to a kiosk, to a computer or a robot, and it gives me, and I walk out with a slabbed card with zero waiting time, there's something about that kind of makes me excited.
Sure. I don't want to be the guinea pig though. Like, I don't want to throw in my card where I'm like, if this gets a 10, oh boy, I'm getting, I just 10 extra, whatever. And then it comes out, and 1, it gets a lower grade. And 2, what if something happens with the printing? What if something what if I get like a warped slab? Like, seriously.
I mean, these are what ifs, but
sure.
I mean, what if there's.
And I think that if I'm getting.
What if 99.7% of transactions had no flaws?
Sure. But I do feel like, at least, and it's just, if I go to someone like PSA or BGS, like.
What if they had an intercom where you hit a button and you can talk to somebody on the other side?
I guess. But then at that point, it's like, hey, man, my card just got ruined.
And that person's a robot.
Well, yeah, that's exactly. If what good is that going to do if I call him like, hey, man, my card just got completely ruined. The slab machine didn't work. It basically melted it on the way out. Like, can you do something?
A drone drops a replacement card right in front of your house.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, I mean, I also think that it, like, we've even seen it with some of the AI apps that we have used to scan cards. Like, they cannot get with the parallels. There being 80 parallels in a set, they can't differentiate which one's which, and then you're relying on the users. It's all good in theory, but I think having that human element, human touch, and
I think we're almost there.
No, we are. We're
almost there.
Oh, nothing more frustrating than calling a customer service line and be like, I can help you. I'm John the AI. I can help. What's your concern? And you're like, I need to talk to somebody. Well, why do you need to talk to somebody? Well, give me your problem.
Yeah.
Like, my problem is complex. I need to talk to somebody. Okay, well, let's start with your order number. It's like, and you're just trying to get through to somebody, especially if it's like not just a basic question to a service. It's like a question that you really need to talk to somebody. And there's so many barriers of AI phone calls that you have to get through to get to that.
Designed to make you give up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have. I literally have done so.
Or just scream, speak to a human or speak to customer service enough times till they finally break and go, fine.
Designed to make you just give up.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
He had the Jokic there. I don't know what he was doing with that thing. The Jokic NFT. Sorry. We get to watch what's going on in the shop while we're walking
There's
around.
been a lot of things. I've seen there was a happy birthday that was sung.
Right.
There's some hugs. There's some hugging.
Hugs.
And
hugs.
now the Jokic NFT.
What was it called? It was the something object, the
Infinite object.
Infinite object. That's what it is. When we're all gone, when this whole world is reduced to dust, there will be the infinite object floating in space. Just a reminder of what was.
A one of one Jokic from the NFT party.
Insane.
Where we had Lil Jon?
Yes.
Lil Jon
Yeah.
in Atlantic City.
In Atlantic
That's
City.
right.
That was a good party.
In it's what was essentially a large greenhouse.
Gotta say, one of the best parties.
It was wild.
Well, we didn't get to talk about this together
Yeah, we
last
didn't.
week, but we were at the National, and the VIP party this year had Ice Cube playing.
Very cool.
Where do you rank that amongst all Panini VIP parties?
It's way up there.
Oh man. So the early ones, I think because it was new and super exciting, you didn't know what to expect. I rank those up kind of high. Like the Cleveland one, which I don't think you went to, was really cool. The Cleveland one.
I mean, without a musical guest.
Without a musical guest.
I've been to all the musical guest ones.
I have been to all of them except for Big Boy.
That's right.
So I didn't go to that one.
Oh, that's right. You didn't.
Yeah.
So but I did go to the NFT one. So I would rank Ice Cube number 1. I would rank 50 Cent 2. I'd rank Lil Jon. No.
NFT party.
Ludacris 3, and then Lil Jon 4. As far as like musical.
Yeah, Ludacris was really good. Ice Cube, I don't know, and then 50 Cent. So the 4 last Panini parties where there was Big Boy, 50 Cent, Ludacris, and now Ice Cube. But I mean, being from the West Side, I mean, like when he's like, throw up your W's, I'm like, there's only a few of us that can really do that.
That's right.
I was like, you can't throw up the W if you're from New York. Come on now.
Yeah, I looked around and I'm like, come on now.
Don't you dare throw up that W.
No.
Yeah, we're like,
I know where you're from.
Yeah.
there's like a handful of us.
Yeah,
from the
you're
West
throwing up
Side.
that W for like Worcester, Massachusetts or something. Like, no.
The West Side of
That's not
Florida.
what this is. Yeah, the West Keys or something.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. But yeah, I mean, a little tangent there. But yeah, great party. Hopefully Panini can continue to throw these awesome national parties year in and year out. And I don't think they're stopping. So they may not have as many licenses as they used to, but they still know how to throw a hell of a party.
There was the feeling there of very much like, we ain't going nowhere. Like, especially that athlete lineup was impressive.
I think for the last 5 years, I think we've been on this podcast, and we've been saying this over and over and over. Like they're not going anywhere. Like they have told us directly. Like they are not going anywhere.
I'm really shocked at the connections that Ruben and Fanatics has. Like that, there's not a Fanatics Fest VIP party like this. Is it just the fact that they don't want to copy?
There might be. We're just not invited.
Like obviously, like Travis Scott.
It's called the White Party.
Travis Scott could perform. He's got that. Like they could close down the Javits Center and have a special area, and then all the licenses they have to make the special packs.
But they
There's
do
just
like
so much.
40-40 club.
Yeah, we can't get in that though.
That's what my point is. I'm saying
it's happening. We're just not invited.
There are these parties. We are just not invited.
Right.
So, yeah. But we got invited to the Panini party. Well, kind of.
No, you have to
We
buy
have
your
to
way in there.
buy to.
That was a Dutch auction special.
I mean,
We're ripping packs live on Whatnot right now.
I mean, I gotta
by the
say,
way.
like we've always had to. I mean, there's value in buying it. You get stuff that it's a good value. I've had this conversation a million times. Like the Panini VIP party, licensed or unlicensed, is a tremendous value.
Yeah, 100%.
By the way, if we're talking, you said it. The reports of Panini's demise have been it's not happening. And I saw something, and I was like, this is the direction they need to go in.
Oh, the 90s packs?
The Sonic the Hedgehog set. Did you guys see that?
No.
There's going to be Kaboom cards
Is Jim Carrey gonna sign?
of Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know if it's going to be movie related, but I'm like, this is exactly the direction they should be heading in. Find the biggest IPs from video games and make these big time like Prism sets and like put the classic Panini Color Blasts and Kabooms.
And they're coming out with a TCG.
Huge.
They're coming out with a TCG.
Yep. Cody's super enthusiastic about the Sonic product that's coming out.
It's still popular. It's still very popular.
Yeah.
It's not as popular as Mario.
But again, we've had this conversation with these certain IPs. Like, how much can you really do? Like, you can come out with a Prism Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right.
You can't come out with a Prism Sonic the Hedgehog every year.
No, it's not like Disney.
It's one of those things where you do it, and it's probably a one and done.
Yeah.
I think you could do it.
But there's a lot of IPs out there where you can make these tremendous products that will have tremendous market share, but probably will be a couple products and done.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, look, if this leads them to doing something bigger with like a Nintendo set, that's one you can do year in, year out.
Isn't Sega kind of tied up with the Nintendo now?
They
because
have
Sega's
like,
not a standalone anymore.
No, yeah. Sega, there's at least like a friendly partnership there. They're not like connected, but certainly this at least like, and Nintendo very, very tight about handing out their IP to different companies. But this could maybe be some sort of a proof of concept.
obviously, like Mario would probably be the biggest one you can do. But I mean, Zelda, you can probably do.
Zelda would be big. Going to be a movie next year.
Another big one. There's a lot that you can do with it. But again, like, you can't come out with every year. You can't come out with like a Zelda product.
I would argue but I would argue you could do what like Topps Chrome Disney or like Prism. You know, if they did Prism Nintendo year in, year out, I think you could. I think that could be a yearly set.
You know, I was watching a content video, speaking of like nostalgia and brands, and we have this on the horizon coming out from Upper Deck, is a guy was saying, like, if you look at Harry Potter and when it came out, is you're getting like those people that are going to be into their 30s now, right? So he was mainly talking about like first edition, second edition books and stuff like that they will gain value. But I was like, there was some cards made in the early 2000s too. I think it was made by Card Art, or I forget the manufacturer. But I'm like, that might be a play. That might be the next big thing. And then Upper Deck is coming out with a Harry Potter set that we will truly see how, you know, many of these Harry Potter fans will collect the trading cards. But he was kind of pretty. I would give him credit if I remembered who it was. But I was just scrolling and I was like, hey, that kind of makes sense because of the age and the time that it was released. And I think there's a show coming out soon again too.
There's a show coming out,
right? So there's a lot.
I believe the movies are being re-released in theaters for the 25th anniversary.
Well, you go back 30 to 35 years and you figure out what was popular. Maybe 25 to 35 years, and you figure out what was popular.
Yeah,
Pogs. What happened to him?
Alf.
They're coming
we
back.
Mentioned it.
Pogs. Mark my word. Pogs will come back in the next 5 years. Pogs will be a thing. There's no way that Pogs cannot come back. They will come back. Just like everything else comes back, Pogs will come back.
You know, to that point, you know what's starting to come back? Hacky sack.
Sure.
Hacky sack is starting to become more popular again.
Hacky sack's a great sport.
Hacky sack.
I love. We should embrace more hacky sack.
Hacky sack set.
Butts up. We should get butts up back in the mix. That was a fun game. I mean, you might leave with some bruises, but you know, it's fun.
Don't bring Red Rover back. That just hurts. That was a lot of anyway.
I don't know if I've done Red Rover.
I think it got banned at my school because someone broke their arm playing Red Rover. It's not
I did not play
Red Rover brings so and so right over, and then there'd be a line of people holding their arms.
Oh,
and you would run through their arms to try to break the little chain.
Oh, jeez.
And yeah, somebody totally broke their arm.
I never played it, but I've heard that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun. Dangerous.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
And then of course, like the rings and everything that's on the front doors now, you can't do Ding Dong Ditch anymore because it's just like you're on camera now.
We're done.
So
yeah.
Can't do Ding Dong Ditch anymore. That was fun while it lasted.
Oh yeah.
Last couple of things before I let you go and get into this interview. We were just talking about, I think it was a couple months ago, that there hasn't been a lot of $1 million sales in the football market. Well, Josh Allen 101 NT Shield PSA 10, $1.7 million. It's a good buy, but that should tell you Purdy is way undervalued if Josh Allen could sell for this much. So
that's what you get out of that, huh?
if you can get if you can get Brock Purdy for, I don't know, 20 or 30.
I would have been like 1.7 million. Seems like a steep price to pay for a Josh Allen.
Yeah. By the way,
wouldn't have thought that tells me that Brock Purdy's undervalued.
Well, a guy that's been in the Super Bowl, a guy that hasn't. So it's like, it's clear that you would want to invest in Brock Purdy, right?
It was a PSA. By the way, I think I wrote 10 mistakenly. That's an 8.5. So not even a 10, but it's a 1 of 1.
It's a beautiful card. Great year of NT. I mean, Josh Allen is a beast. So.
That was one where I think we were saying, like, wait a minute. There was whatever the record was, it was the Gold Shield. Outsold the NT. And now we've flipped that around. Somebody looked at that and went, oh, yeah, that seems weird. If I'm holding on to my Shield, like, now's the time to sell, clearly, because the Gold just outsold it. So good on you. And especially right before football season. We're getting the peak of the interest. Everybody's starting to get in football mode.
This is the time. Everybody's 0-0 for now. So there's always a chance. Every team has a chance, including the Browns.
And a new stadium for the Buffalo Bills this year as well. So
yeah, brand new stadium.
Bills it could be a big year for the Bills.
I don't know if it was that the stadium I saw that had so many bad viewpoints.
Ooh, really?
It was either them. Is the Chiefs having a new one this year too?
No, Chiefs not yet.
Tennessee.
There
was one stadium that they showed there was like so many obstructed views based on how it was built.
Eek.
Granted, it was mostly the uppers, but like it was like there was one view. It's like you could only see half the field.
Tennessee basically just built the stadium right next to the existing stadium.
Right.
I actually think Buffalo did the same thing.
They think you're right. No, they 100% did. Yeah, they 100% did. Yeah, the Titans, are they still in the... Yeah, new Nissan Stadium is next year.
Oh, next year. Okay.
Next year.
Well, when I was there...
It'll be an indoor...
When I was there last
stadium.
year, it was really coming together.
Yeah, I mean, it's close. I'm looking right now at some...
So I guess it's got to be...
Yeah,
it's got to be Buffalo.
If you Google it, actually, CBS just ran with this. A $2.1 billion stadium doesn't buy you a clear view. Bill fans discover major problem with new stadium. It was posted 8 hours ago on CBS Sports, but yeah, you could almost, if you bring it up over here, you just put Bill's bad views, new stadium, and you can see it. It's actually kind of interesting on some of these views. I don't know if you're able to get it up on the screen here, but yeah, not a lot of bad views at Old Levi. They figured that out. So I mean,
there's a lot.
It's a perfect stadium. I just saw AC/DC there. It was phenomenal.
It's built on the surface of the sun, but don't worry about it.
It was perfect weather at 8 o'clock at night watching Angus Young run.
Apologies for the grainy photo here, but yeah, this gives you an idea of what they're dealing with. What the hell is that? What the hell?
I mean,
imagine a touchdown getting scored on the other side. If you're just listening, literally a good like 30% of your view is completely blocked, and you can't even see the other end zone at the new Bills Stadium.
What is that?
And then there's
terrible.
like
That's got to be like
if your seat's in the front row right there, you got that like
you just got people walking in front of you the whole time.
Yeah. And you have a clear.
It's like the Shark Tank.
Yeah,
Shark Tank's got a little bit of that too.
Yeah,
there's this other one too, Cody. I don't know if you didn't see it.
Here, I've got another one. This is from I believe the
even lower. Look,
yeah, this isn't good.
Yeah, this is from the Bills Reddit page, I believe. Yeah, look at that. That's rough. I mean, at least you could see the action there, but yikes. That's rough. That's tough.
Dude.
How much they spend on this thing?
$2.1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
With a B.
Architect should be fired. No.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird angles that you thought, like, you think they would have gotten over this by now. Like, they've had over 100 years building American pro stadiums, and they still can't do this. They still can't figure it out.
Can't figure it out.
You know who figured it out? SoFi.
No, there's 500 sections. Yeah, it's on top of each
other. Going for the first time in a few weeks.
Oh, you are? Oh,
yeah.
Go
to a concert.
Yeah.
Who are you seeing there?
I'm seeing BTS.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were saying that.
That's right. Yeah, gonna be interesting.
Yeah, they're
stadium's gonna blow you away.
They're Niner fans.
I'm excited for it.
It's great. It's a great stadium.
Yeah,
I'm not just saying it. Actually, everybody who's gone to SoFi has said how great of a stadium it is. I've never heard one person say the stadium's terrible.
I anticipate that
they pump in the crowd noise, but other
stadium.
than that, I mean, the ambiance is nice.
Right.
Because you only have 20% of your fans. You got to pump the rest of it in when you're.
I don't care. It's a gorgeous stadium. It's just a great franchise.
Hey, it would be football season.
Great fan base.
It wouldn't be football season if we didn't have a little Rams Niner banter.
Yeah,
so.
Of course.
We're Power rankings, number 1.
You don't want to be there. Never works out.
Really? Does it never work out? It never works out, huh?
Never.
So you want to make sure you're never...
You want to be like 8th.
Or 12th, maybe.
Are the Niners 12?
Yeah.
Is that what they are? There you go.
Yeah, you want to be closer to that.
That 32.
You want to be about 22,
Right.
25. You want to really surprise people.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to come in under the radar.
Catch them on their heels. Yeah. The Niners get some very favorable matchups, by the way. By being a third-place team last year, a 12-win third-place team, their third-place games are like, I mean...
You know who? Yeah, we got Buffalo.
Yeah, I know. Have fun.
Yeah. Good luck.
Meanwhile, I think what the Niners got, like Atlanta, Miami.
We also got Philly. Which I think you guys
Right.
probably are playing the East too, because we have the Giants.
Yeah.
So
Probably.
yeah, you guys are probably playing the East.
Philly, no problem. We took care of them last year.
Yeah, the Niners
Philly.
third place because of their standings games is Miami. I want to say they've got either Washington, maybe. No, because that's NFC.
Oh, you can't play Washington. You can't play. Oh,
anyway.
no, you. If you're playing the East, you're playing Washington.
Yeah, playing
right?
Washington.
Yeah, that's why Ayuk circled the game.
What's going to happen between Ayuk and Debo? I mean,
I don't think Ayuk's going to be on a team this year. I really don't. They just signed Diggs.
I don't think so
So why would they sign another aging receiver?
Yeah. Falcons and Vikings. Those are the third
Brandon
place games.
Ayuk is going to sign a 1-year
With the Browns.
league minimum for the Rams. And he's just going to have to play the Niners twice.
Have fun.
Oh, no, it'll be fun.
No, good.
He'll put up 250 yards against the Niners, and then he won't do anything.
And then
for
he'll
the rest
lose
of
his
the year.
mind. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, by the way, before we let you guys go and go into this interview, Star Wars Galaxy's coming out this week too, and that's going to be fantastic.
Big. Always fun. Always exciting. Some cool designs this year. It's just like I always say it every year. It's fun because the art is great. And it's just one of those sets that brings me back to like, why did I start collecting as a kid? Because I thought the cards looked cool, and this is just a set where
That Luke
the cards
photo
look cool.
looks amazing with the wanted in the background.
Oh
kinda.
yeah, so that's like a recreation too of a classic X-Men comic book cover, where it's Obi-Wan there in front of like all of the Jedi who have been eliminated, and it's a classic the Days of Future Past X-Men cover. So I'll play on that. It's pretty cool. So a cool mix of Marvel and Star Wars in that card right there. It's pretty cool.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning into this episode of The Hype. Make sure you catch us this week ripping new pristine, new Star Wars Galaxy. And, of course, we're live on Whatnot, Fanatics Live, and eBay Live breaking hockey. So check us out there. And then, of course, we can't forget our friends over at Mojobreak Gaming if you're into Pokemon or any of the TCGs like Lorcana, One Piece, all that stuff. And we'll see you guys next week on The Hype.
And don't forget Mojobreak.com.
And Mojobreak.com.